see. Oh, I still have that light. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Donna from Purple Pinky Promises, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. I am here, and who else is with me? Anybody else here? I'll wait for you guys to... Hello. Hi, Lindy. Gosh, you're here. You were probably waiting for me. Yay. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. Well, we have a treat for tonight. It's vintage night. And now, what did I do with all my stuff? Oh, dear. 1 second. I left it over there. I was so excited. I had everything. I just walked off and left it. Okay. I have everything but my sentiment cut out for tonight. So we are, hello, hi, hon. You're not supposed to be watching this. Oh, that's funny. You can watch. Thank you, John, for joining me. Welcome. So this is themed as the, this is themed as vintage night. We're going to start doing a vintage project every last Thursday of the month. Last year we did the Better Press Calendar project, and this year we're going to do vintage. And I've done all my die cutting except for the sentiment. I've decided to hold off on that till the end, but I will walk you through what I have here. I'm going to try my best to keep things together. I actually did some inlay, and I don't know if you can see that, but I have a shadow piece behind this, and it's in brushed silver from Spellbinders. So that's what this layer is in the very background. I kind of thought that would look neat with windows and then the hubcaps. So it is the shadow, and that's what this piece does right here. The next piece that's here is the actual car. And then some of you may be annoyed by all of the pieces that come out of this, that you might not like it with all the pieces out. So, and some of you may not like inlay, but I will tell you, I have decided, I almost started throwing stuff away, and then I did lose some pieces, but I'm okay with the way it looks. But just an FYI, if you do this, if you die cut this piece, keep all of your little bits and pieces so that you can inlay with them. And I am going to ink this up as best as possible. Then I'm gonna glue it down and to this back piece. So that's what this die does. It cuts out all these fun little pieces. And there's that. Then you have, as you can see, you have a background tire, and that piece, so sorry, this is Bazzill. This red is Wax Lips Bazzill cardstock. And this back piece is the, this brushed silver. This is the brushed black from Spellbinders. I thought that would look really cool. And then the hubcaps are back again in that. And that's this die in the brushed silver cardstock from Spellbinders. Ooh, see, I'm gonna start knocking stuff everywhere. I'm gonna set this aside here so that I don't lose too much. This is gonna be a little tricky to do live with all my little pieces. I wanna talk to you about this piece. It's quite large. It will not fit through your regular Big Shot. You need a larger die cut machine, a wider width die cut machine, but I don't wanna discourage you from using this set because of that. This makes a great card for, let's measure it here. Where are, oh, this silly girl here, I left my measure up, or my ruler up there. So now this is all I have. So I'm gonna measure this real quick. Yeah, it's a slim line. It would qualify as a slim line. Go on a slim line for sure. Make sure I'm gonna cut the right side. Yep. It would definitely qualify as a slim line card, a regular slim line. But so you could just use the car on a slimline. But this is super cool if you have a wide machine. Okay, this is going to be, so this car's, so okay, now back to this piece. I'll get to this here in just a second. So I have, as you can see, I've got 3 different things that I've cut out. This is the whole piece here. All right, this is the whole piece die cut out. There is a score right here. There's a score here too. And then there's, I wanted this piece to be plaid. So this is gonna be interesting. Hopefully it plays out the way I want it to. This is gonna get cut off here, okay? This is the front, and your cart is gonna go on here, and it's gonna be, I forget what easel, they call these easel cards. So this is gonna be an easel. I know, it's huge. It is, it's a slimline size. So it's going to, this sentiment will pop, it will help pop it up and hold this in place. So if you watch me here, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, I have die cut this piece. It's not full. I thought, you know, it might be kind of nice to have a piece up here that you could write on if they decided to open it and lift it. You could have a little message that you write on. So I'm going to put the white up there, and you can watch me how I do this evening. That's the plan. That's what's in my head. We shall see if it executes. So, so we have a shadow here. I thought this would be nice. The shadow would be nice in black. And then we could do our sentiment in white, and it'll sit right here on this checkered part, which I thought would be really, really, really pretty. I am going to use these stamps from Spellbinders, and it's going to say, for a very special, I'm going to let it be a surprise. So hopefully we can get it all on there. Surely we can. All right. Phew. Let's do this. Oh, I wanted to show you in this package, it also shows you, gives you different ideas. I love this. And it shows you, it actually walks you through what you can do with your card. But I'm going to do just a little bit differently. Like I'm going to use some inlay pieces that they didn't pop back in. I'm going to do this a little different. I'm kind of excited about this. But this is nice that they include this in the set. So, okay, here we roll. I am going to distress. I'm going to get this looking as vintagey as possible. We shall see. So I don't forget, we're going to just kind of start cutting here. And I am going to, just the bottom half of this is going to be in this plaid piece. All right, so there's that. And I am going to ink that up too. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this first so that I don't forget to do it. I did re-ink my pad, so I didn't take so long to do this. I'm just going to go really lightly around these edges and just give it a good little, oops, see I'm already bending stuff, little vintage inky look. I'm going to try to do this on the silver too. We'll see how it absorbs. I don't know. I think I've tried it before. I can't remember if it will absorb it or not. We shall find out, shan't we? All right. That is the bottom, which will glue right here on this. Oh, one more thing. So you may want to, like, automatically when you pull this, just fold it to the side that looks like it's the finished side, but actually you need to flip it and turn it, because this is the part that is the finished side, and this is actually going to get covered up by your car. So that's just a little tip there. to flip and turn. So I'm gonna glue this on like so. So that will be ready to go. And I still have this glue out tonight because I still haven't cleared out my bottle of glue, my Barely Art. This is Barely Art glue. It's just in a different bottle. I'm going to go ahead and put the white piece on also, so then we're ready to do everything. So, I listened to Lindy. I want everybody to know, I listened to Lindy. Lindy was the one that suggested this type of project. So that is what we're doing. A old vintage car, and we're going to actually vintage it up with vintage photo. I think, okay. So, I don't know that it's really necessary to have even that on. So I think we're just gonna cut it and just put some white in that spot where, underneath here. Let's see. I'm gonna have to turn it for sure. Just cutting this on the score line. Oh, that was a terrible job cutting on the score line. It's hard to see, you guys. I have to angle this just right to see it. I still didn't get it. There we go. I know. Just being silly. This did not glue down very good. Yeah, now we got it. Now, whether to, oh, now I have a gap. Now the next question is, do I really want it on there looking like that? No, I don't. So forget that. You know what? You can just put a little note in here, you guys. You could die cut a piece, just a small little die, like that, like this, like a label, and you could just write a little message on it and stick it up there too. Okay. Yep, we're scrapping that idea. I mean, you still could do it, but I just can't. For some reason, the angle of the light, I can't see very well. All right, that's done. Let's try these. I'm gonna take the tires off. These pieces were not too hard to figure out. So I'm gonna take my pieces and just kind of lay them out to the side that they belong on. And now you can see, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. This is the middle. And the rest of these can come over here. All right. Let's ink this up. Now that I've made it an official mess. My fussy cutting skills were not very good tonight. So I chose this somewhat lighter color of, I mean, it's not like really light, but I wanted to be able to ink this up and distress it. Now, I don't know why I'm doing that because I believe that gets covered up. So we're gonna come up here. And give it some good inking. I love it. Now you gotta be careful with this. You don't want to bend it. And I might just like randomly grab it in places. Certainly. I think we cover that. I think the tires get covered. So we're not going to get too concerned about that. We shall see. I am going to, the tires are completely covered. They are. They are. So I'm not going to worry about tires. Okay. I feel like I want it darker. It's not very dark. I really inked this up, you guys. Oh, look, I waste the ink where I don't need it. I like that. Okay, I think just a little around these windows. Here in the back. I think that does it. I think that gives it some nice, although when it dries, it might lighten up a bit. Note to self, more ink. I was afraid of over inking my pad. So I did not get enough ink in there. Okay, that's good. Now let's get to inking these pieces. I'm gonna ink them in places a little more than others, like just to give it kind of a highlight. Oops, we don't want any pieces that look weird because it's covered up. I think maybe just these edges here. Here. I don't know if it's my brush that's absorbing everything or what the deal is. There we go. That's probably good. Here, let's try this. That's better. I don't know why that was so difficult. Now those might be a little harder to do, but nevertheless. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to give it a little ink. I'm gonna go back over my car. Some of this, we can get these edges a little darker. Let's go back here, see what we can do here. Okay, I think that's as good as we're gonna get. All right, now let's see what we can do. I'm gonna try it on this one tire to see if it rubs off. We're gonna give it a test here, see if it absorbs. We'll let it dry and see if it rubs off. It kind of does, but I kind of feel like it doesn't rub off completely. So we're gonna go ahead with it. So I'm gonna be okay with kind of rubbing it in just a little to give it some vintage flair. Hi Pam, welcome. Thanks for joining me. And I'm kind of just rubbing it in there. I think it just needs some time to dry, but I think it's gonna be okay. It's kind of a more slick cardstock, but I like it that it's not so bold on the silver. So I'm not gonna be too shy with my fingers. If I get it here in the center part, I'm okay with that. Just gonna go around the edge, and then I'll just kind of rub it in. See how that looks. And my camera angle's really weird tonight, you guys. I'm really sorry. Good. That way it doesn't rub off. Okay. My hands are filthy, but this project I am not so worried about because it's all grunge. So we're just gonna let it be what it is. It is, I don't know if you were here when I was explaining about how this die, you need a wide die cut to do the fold. Now this part you don't. This part I was able to cut on the Big Shot and it worked just fine. So it's the actual fold part of this. I don't know if you saw that. You'll see it here in a minute, Pam. That part actually has to be cut out with a wider die cut system. Okay, let's see if I can get this all here before it dries. Pretty cool shadow. Let's move it down a little. Over. Oh, that's cool. I really like that. That's snazzy. I think pretty much all men really like old cars. Oh, you know what, guys? I almost forgot. Nope, I think I'm okay. I think it's, well, no, I'm gonna leave a tuck spot anyway. I gotta leave a tuck spot for my wheel there. So let's do that right now. Let's get that wheel. We're gonna glue these together. Yeah, might as well do this one. It's fine. So, super cool. All right. So this tucks in here. Just like so. Oops, not like that, but like this. I'm looking at the sample. Yeah. So I'm gonna just pop some glue behind here so that and I think it should be okay. And then this piece is what goes here over it, kind of like that. So we'll inlay this piece. I don't think I got it over far enough, folks. I'm gonna have to, there we go. There is a piece though, that goes right here. Get that in there before it gets, that tire kind of looks neat popped up like that. Kind of looks, there we go. Just a couple of things to think about before you commit it in there. And now I'm just gonna put a little more glue back inside that area. There we go. All right. Now we can put this in. Oop. And I like it because it's got a little bit of pops of red and then some grunge in there too. It's kind of, I like it. If you're not an inlay person, you don't have to do this. Okay, that one's a little, come on, cooperate. Just need to hold it. There we go. Oh, that's so cool. I like how that goes over like that. And the best part about it is if that bothers you too much, I'll wait until it's done to see what I want to do with the pops of red. I may go back over it with the, oh yeah, I forgot about you. This goes up there too. So, trying to make sure I get these ends really good. This goes here. And I love it because it just gives it some extra texture and interest. Okay, see, here's another one. So I recommend that make sure you leave a spot for the tire to go in, but this doesn't go on until the tire goes in. But all these other little pieces should probably get inlay. You should do the inlay before you stick that tire in. But I think I can get it tucked in and behind, possibly. We shall see. Do I have the right spot? Oh, I don't. Wrong way. There it is. Yeah, it's fine. Not a biggie. I think this is fine too. It is a neat looking car. I was just about ready to say, hello, Kelly. Welcome. Oh, you like it. Thank you, John. It is super cool. I like it too. Okay, we're going to tuck that behind and stick that in there. And again, you could just use a contrasting, another red for that back. Like you could do a darker red, or you could do black, or whatever you want for that. I didn't choose black for the background because of the tires. I just didn't want to, and I also have this black and this plaid. So I didn't want to do that. All right, this goes on top. Let's see. I did keep this little strip. Let's stay in there. Yeah, I decided I liked that piece in there as an inlay. All right. I have to look at it. Okay, it needs to go that direction. Let's do another tire and see what we have here. I think I do want to go ahead and put that. I was trying to decide if I wanted this piece on or not, and I do because I kind of feel like it balances better with that on. So go ahead and inlay. And you know, now that I look at it, black might not have been too much. There's not a whole lot of black showing on this, so you could do the background as black. I like the gray or the silver. Whoops, did I do it the wrong? I didn't do it right, did I? I did not. There we go. That's better. I liked the gray for the windows. That's kind of what led me to decide to use that as the shadow. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. Yeah. And I think what do you guys think? I think I like this with just some lighter pieces of red here and there. I feel like it just kind of like gives it some light, like a light source, or I don't know. I just think it's cool. Some of you might think that it needs to be all grunged up. I like it like this. There it is. Okay, so this, you're supposed to put, okay, so like, hold on here. Is it this? Well, now that doesn't even seem right. Okay, hold on here. Give me a second. I'll have it right in just a moment. Okay, that looks right. That could be it right there. I just don't know about... See, it's too far out in the back if I go too far in the front. Well, let's look at our directions. Yeah, it should come down here. This is kind of odd. Or maybe not. Maybe that's how. Hold on. Let's see if it gives me a finished. Yeah, I did it right. It's showing the easel tab out like that. Perhaps oh, it's because it's supposed to go like this, you guys. Duh. It's never a dull moment around here, folks. Okay. So, bring it up. Is it supposed to go like that? Is it supposed to be like right over the top? I believe. I don't know that it will. I think it's a shadow, you guys. The back looks right. See how this back looks right, but this front does not? It looks odd to me. So I may have to trim that. I feel like. That looks a little weird to me. I don't know if it was my mistake die cutting it or something. I don't know. See, it has, no, that's the red. One second, there's some. I die cut it all out the way it's supposed to be. I just might trim it. It might just be a little misnomer that I overlooked, that we can just always adjust our projects, right? So I am going to adjust that so that it is actually take this, I'm going to kind of do this. And just adjust it here. There. That way we don't see it so much. Although I feel like that's still a little bit weird. There it is. And I trim that off. It's interesting. Why, oh why? There we go. Okay. Now this is gonna, the most interesting aspect of this is gonna be, I don't know, maybe, is it supposed to be like, no, it is supposed to be this. Okay, here we are. You're supposed to put double-sided tape on it. That's gonna be the most interesting thing of all. And where is my double-sided tape? Am I out? No. We're just gonna glue it. We're gonna glue it. I don't know where my double-sided tape is. At least I'll have a little bit of wiggle room with it. Back, black, white wall tires. That set it off. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna put this here. Start it kind of there. There we go. I did it. And I feel like if I folded it right, that would be really nice. It's not folded over correctly. So here we go. I'm gonna fold this. I do not. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go like this, and we're just gonna angle it off. So none of that shows. All right. Let's try that again. That was an emergency. Get it off, quick, hurry before it's... I just noticed it wasn't folded straight. Perhaps because we have to fold it backwards. All right, let me try this again. Y'all. I was like, where did everything go? Okay. There. And watch me struggle. Live. Struggle, struggle, struggle. I think that's right now. Now we have it. Because my plaid was showing. Okay, so this is what, so that you could pop this up and get it on there just right. Let's make sure we get that committed in there. Just not, it's this that I'm not really sure about. And I guess that's not really the biggest, it's not a big deal. It just bugs me, you guys. It really bugs me. And I may not have put it on straight, who knows? So I am going to trim it. Just somewhat like this, just so I can make it look nice and look like it's supposed to be there. I don't know. There. There. I feel like you're not supposed to have to trim it. That's just my opinion, but super cool. I love it. All right. And this is what is really, really neat. This is, it's gonna open up like this, and it's, we'll put it on, we'll put the sentiment on here, or this is gonna be black. This will hold it up. I believe it is supposed to be a little, and we'll have it popped up with some dimension. So let's die cut this. And I gotta clean my hands before I go into any craziness of doing anything with white. I kind of feel like, where'd it go? I feel like we need to kind of do this because we've got some, and I might do that to my sentiment just because. Let's do this. Oh, the white wall tires would. If I could do some fussy cutting with it, I could get in there and do that, but I'm just using my little machine here to die cut, so hang on, folks, while I do this. Please don't fall. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't know why that was such a struggle. Wonder. All right, now, first I'm going to stamp my sentiment, and then I am going to, well, first I'm going to clean my, I don't know that it really would matter a whole lot, but I am going to clean up a little bit first. I don't know if I really want to clean white sentiment anyway, but we're gonna clean up first. And so clean hands would be good. As much as possible. Jeans. Let's see, let's get some white cardstock and stamp. Something a little sturdier. Here we go. So I'm tempted because, yeah, I need to die cut this first. I won't be able to see if I don't. The gremlins eat things in the craft room, you know. Yeah, that would have been really cool if they would have let that be an element. The white wall tires would have been really cool. All right, let's get the stamp wheel out and get our stamps on here. Okay. Oof. Should have my alignment guides on here, then I would be straight. I am going to, for a this is really cool. This is Family Musical Mix Greetings. It has all kinds of family members that you can, like grandson, dad, daughter, mom, daughter, son, sister, brother, niece, nephew, grandma, granddaughter, grandpa, husband, wife. It's kind of neat. So this is going to say, for a very special maybe we've lost John. Would I get that lucky? For a very special husband. And I kind of wanted it to. All right, folks, everything's sticking to me. I'm going to bring it up here towards me. I'm going to see if I can get it to lay out the way I want it to. I don't know that I can get it above each other. So I'm going to kind of do it this way instead. Maybe I'll do it this way. think I like that. It feels like my sentiment is kind of bent. It may be like kind of, once I get it on the plate, I might be able to adjust it. Let's see. This is what I've got so far, folks. And I'm looking at it on the screen. It looks a little, see, when I look at it on the screen, it looks like it's crooked. And it might be just a smidge. I think that's slightly better. Pick it up, and I might be able to adjust this to where it doesn't look so curvy. That's too much. I think that's better. Yes. It looked like it was not going to be straight. I don't know what the deal is. All right, inking it up. Oh, goodness, it turned out curvy anyway. We're gonna leave it. Maybe. That is funny, you guys. It was supposed to be the way it was. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Now, it's the camera angle. I don't know. It's my angle. I can't find my background piece. You know, if I die cut another one, I'll find it. I lost it. Anybody seen it? Somebody see where I put it? Did it fall on the floor? That's the first thing I need to look. Okay, the funny part is that I don't have that much of a mess tonight, you guys. Oh, there it is, right under my iPad. Sneaky little thing. All right. Actually, it gives it kind of some interesting character. Y'all are gonna laugh with me. It's wonky. Gotta move this camera angle. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's going on there. It would be kind of neat if I had some, no, it's on the inside, so no. Never mind that I even said that. Y'all want to know something really funny? Oh, do I want, oh, wait. Hold on. Did I want to, I think I did want to, I wanted to ink up. Hold on, hold the ticket. Good thing I thought of that before. I kind of want to highlight some of this embossing. There's embossing on here. It's kind of neat. There we go. Okay. The tip of my glue bottle has vintage photo ink on it. Because I've been dabbling in the vintage photo. This would be neat if you put some ribbon. You could use this for another project and put some ribbon in between these. That would be really pretty. There we go. Now we need some double-sided adhesive. And I'm going to use the thick. Just going to put that right here and across this middle. Eyeball it, see if I got it right. I did. Close enough. And now you can see what I'm talking about here. Let's see. I feel like this is hard to. Oh my. I thought I cut it straight, but it cuts at an angle. Interesting. The angle of, so this is all straight, but this part, oh gosh, y'all, having the plaid. How far up did they bring theirs? Quite a bit. I just think right there is gonna be good. Good enough. So there it is. Now I'm gonna turn this and let you see it. So when it sits up like so. Can you see that? There we go. Pull this. There it is. Woohoo! Done. I did it in less than an hour. Oh my goodness. Yay, yay, yay. I'm trying to figure out if I should have put it over just a little bit more maybe. I'm not sure. Perhaps. So when you mail it, it mails flat, but the recipient should know that it goes up on an easel like that. That's really cool. I really like that. Yay. We're done. Vintage product number 1. Woot, woot, woot. I did it. Hip, hip, hooray. Oh, you know what would be really cool inside? You know what, guys? I'm going to do it. Now, there she goes. I'm going to put something on the inside of those tires because it's me. Trying to decide. I mean, I have those, but I think those are I don't know about those. Got these black Spellbinders. They would be cool in the center, wouldn't they? Let's look at that. In the middle of the tires, wouldn't that be kind of neat just to have a little element inside those tires? That just adds to it, I feel like. Let's do it. Vintage for the win. Yes. And we have to have a little bit of bling. We just do. You guys know me, you know I love my bling and I love my tiny bits and I like my dimension. Much better with that something in the middle of those tires. I couldn't go. Look at me. I'm just spilling them everywhere. Here we go. And now Now it's complete. Yes. Much better. Much better. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. It's always nice to not have to craft alone when you're live. Yep. All right. Take care. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week.